Hello there everybody, welcome back for some more Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and today we're continuing back off in Chapter 2, I believe it was. And yes, I did start back over from the beginning of it, just for this recording. I figured I was going to anyway, even though in the last episode we did leave off to where I ended up going into the next area. Well, sort of. I didn't really actually go inside of it, but it was there. It's funny, like, as soon as I start recording, that's when just everything is going to shit. In terms of like noises in the background and such. Usually I don't like to record when it's storming out, but I figured just for the fact that it actually is storming on the game, that actually is pretty cool, to be honest. It's a little bit more enticing to know that even, you know, the world itself wants to see me play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and I wouldn't blame it. It's probably trying to make it a little bit more, how do you say it? I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to think of. I don't know, either way. I can say this, folks, I have been extremely lazy today. It's not that I didn't want to record or anything like that, it's just I didn't get up until like at least close to 12 o'clock this morning. I mean, I did stay up to like 1 or 2 in the morning last night, but regardless, I still was up for, you know, a little too long, I guess you could say, and I just was pretty damn tired today for some strange reason, and I don't know why. And it's funny, like, I saw this thing where they said, like, if you sleep, like, all the time or whatever, like, if you sleep long hours all the time, then you'll eventually just die, or whatever it was, and somebody was, and then, like, it was a picture of, like, Patrick, and it was the episode where, they're trying to be best friends with Squidward or whatever, and, he's sitting there on the couch, and then, like, when somebody tells him that, he just goes back to sleep. I thought that was hilarious. Well, anyway, I guess we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out if there's anything I need to get before we go ahead and continue on to the next section. I've noticed that Ninja Gaiden hasn't been, well, Sigma 2 hasn't been that successful yet on my channel. By successful, I mean it's more popular than any other Let's Play I've done starting out. I mean, usually, like, when I start a Let's Play, no matter what it is, it always starts off small, like really small, and then people start watching, you know, when it gets close to being done, because, well, I'm just like you folks out there. Well, I don't know if anybody is like me, but I tend to like to wait until a playthrough is completed for my Let's Players before I start watching it. Typically, sometimes I do end up watching it anyway, you know, just for the sake of just seeing what they're up to. And just, there are playthroughs I do like watching, but I do like waiting until the end. That way, you know, I don't have to wait for like a cancellation or something like that, or something goes wrong, and I can actually just have like a full playthrough to sit there and just listen to and watch while I do something else. And I'm sure most people are probably like me in that regard. Let's try out the windmill technique on one of these guys real quick. Let's see if I can actually do it. Well, it's not going to be him, I can tell you that right now. The funny thing is, like, Ninja Gaiden Sigma is probably my most popular Let's Play I've ever done on this channel. And that's saying a lot, considering the fact that even like South Park Rally had quite a lot of views. Like, I think like the first part had like close to 2,000 views or whatever it was, which is a lot for me. It's a lot in my case, just let's be honest there. And it's funny because like Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1, like, I think the first episode has like 1,500 views. Maybe it's like close to 2,000, but it's pretty damn close to like getting up there. Anyway, if you come up here, there's a crystal skull right there, so just keep that in mind. I don't think this is the game where they let you do those crystal skull arenas. I think that's number 3 that does that. So I believe, I'm pretty sure that's number 3 that has that idea in it. Well, anyway, like I was trying to say, Ninja Gaiden 2 so far hasn't been extremely popular just yet, but I'm just waiting for the day when it actually becomes popular. It's always funny, like, usually when I do a series, I never expect it to get anywhere, like, at all. I expect like a certain amount of people to watch it, and that's it. And, you know, that's, well, I guess I'm trying to humor and entertain, pretty much. It's just a certain specific amount of group of people. And then it's funny because, like, when I don't expect something to become good, it tends to be actually pretty well received. Like, later down the road, like years later. But still, I mean, it's still, you know, pretty damn good. And it's funny, like, my top 10 unfinished Devil May Cry videos, or top 10, actually got more views than the top 10s I wanted to get views on. And it's funny because, like, it's weird because, like, my first top 10 I did, I actually wanted to get views on it, of course, because, like, I did put a lot of work and effort into that. Well, not a whole lot, but it's more effort than what I normally do with this. this takes no effort whatsoever. Let's be honest. If anybody ever says like doing Let's Plays is like serious hard work, they're a fucking liar. I mean, this is just completely just nuts easy. It's pathetically easy sometimes. I mean, yeah, you know, you have to actually go with the expense of buying a capture card. And I've had people ask me in the past a few times, like, you know, what's a good capture card and yada yada yada. Well, if you guys want to know what my specs are, which is not much, all I use is just an Elgato. I just use a regular old-fashioned Elgato. I don't do the Elgato 60 or anything like that. It should just be called HD Elgato or some shit like that. Well, anyway, like, I use that, and basically, my microphone is a Blue Yeti, and it's a pretty damn good microphone, to be honest. It's a lot better than my old microphone, which I used to use, like, Logitech mics, and I highly don't recommend using those, because, like, even though they can get the job done, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're good quality or anything like that. I mean, you know, like I said, if you're not looking for much, you know, then you don't have to pay too much, which is a good thing, because, well, yeah, it's kind of. I mean, with capture cards, I think regardless, no matter what you do, you're going to have to pay out the ass for it. Because, like, when I bought Dazzle, which came with Pinnacle Studio, which is the editing device for it, and also the capture card itself, pretty much, well, it's not the capture, no, the Dazzle is the capture card itself. It's just the application on the computer was called Pinnacle. And it was ass. It was complete ass. But it cost me like $80 just to buy the whole set. And I had to go buy splitters on my own and such, and just, it was a nightmare. Let's just say that. That's what most of my old videos were like. Like, hell, my Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1, I think might have been done in Pinnacle. No, I don't think, no, okay, I got yeah, because I got Elgato, like, halfway through Spyro 3, and that's what it was. Oh, jeez. That wasn't too long ago, was it? No, not Spyro 3. No, that's stupid. Spyro 2, that's what it was. Halfway through Spyro 2 is when I got my Elgato capture card. And I realized, yep, this is much better. And I don't know when I got my... I don't remember when I got my Blue Yeti, but it wasn't too long ago either. It's kind of funny, like, I've been doing this stuff for so long. I've done it so many times. It just feels like I've done it for, like, years. And it feels like I've, you know, it's been years since I've actually ever had a Dolby Logitech microphone and what have you. And I've gone through many playthroughs in my past, and it's funny, like, 30 playthroughs isn't necessarily a lot to somebody like me, but, you know, when you look at it, I think, like, fucking, Chugga Conroy, I guess, it's only done 30 Let's Plays or whatever, and he's only completed 30 of them. Granted, he's one of those guys that 100%'s practically almost everything, so he deserves, you know, all credibility for what he's been doing. Even though I don't really care for his content that much, it doesn't mean that I don't respect the guy. So just, I don't know, I guess people get the wrong idea that I just hate him or something like that. It's like, no, I don't hate Chugga Conroy as a person. Not at all. Like, I've never met the guy in real life. It's just, I have my own preferred Let's Players that I watch, and he's just too loud and out there for me, I guess you could say. As with, like, the Super Gaming Brothers, like, now they're kind of loud and out there, but it's only, like, Elliot that pretty much is the obnoxious loud one. Unfortunately, when they actually do get loud, it's usually just John yelling at somebody, which is always funny. But, like, I don't know, like, even they've been changing a little bit, it feels like. Except for my favorite one of them, which I don't know, it's one of those things where, like, fuck it. Yeah, my favorite of the YouTubers, god damn it. My favorite of the YouTubers on SGB is, Matt. I don't know, I just always... It's funny, like, when I first watched it, I thought he was obnoxious and just kind of annoying. And then now it's just like, well, no, I actually enjoy him. He's quite the funny person. And I don't know, like, I just at first, like, I just didn't like his voice, I guess, or something. Like, he just seemed kind of obnoxious, but now he's just like, he's damn straight fucking funny. You know, he's very offensive, and I like that. He tries to be offensive. Even though regardless, sometimes, you know, he doesn't actually say too many offensive things, but he's still that guy. God damn it. Alright, now I get to take on these little bastards. I believe they're called fiends. I think so. They're a lot tougher than your regular normal enemy. They can still be decapitated and they can still be obliterated, techniqued on, or what do you want to say for it. Basically, they're a real big pain in the ass, especially the ones that come later. Like, this is only, like, freaking, like, version 1 of them. And it's just, yeah, I know. People are going to start freaking out about thunder and lighting and shit. And it's just, like, it's pathetic. Well, anyway, this might be the only video because, like, it's going to fucking start storming just the moment that I got my lazy ass to actually do something. And now, all of a sudden, you know, things are just going to hopefully not go wrong. Does that say? I can't even read that. It's too dark. Super something on the prowl? Super ninja on the prowl? That's what I think it says. It's kind of funny. Like, I mean, it's also kind of coincidental enough that the level that I'm recording in actually has, like, lightning and thunder going on in the background, and it just happens to be lightning and thunder outside. That's just weird. Watch, more than likely it's going to be some stupid fucking, like, tornado or something. I'm just going to, like, get off this, and then it's going to, like, take over the house and destroy the entire house, and then there goes the whole fucking Let's Play. Then it's like, well, yep, I guess God doesn't want you to do anything. No, he can go fuck himself. Ah, shit. This is going to hurt a lot. Thing is, like, that's kind of like my humor, like, back on topic of, like, SGB, is, like, my kind of humor is trying to be offensive. And trying to just offend people, because I don't know, I find it funny when people freak out over the dumbest things. It's always kind of funny when you make somebody freak out over the dumbest things. When you see, like, videos of it, it's kind of more obnoxious, because it's just like, well, I can't be there to tell them off. But, you know, like, when you're here and what have you, when you know somebody that's easily offended, then you just try to piss them off. I don't know, it's just something that's interesting, I guess. Like, offending them offending them with things that are not really offensive at all, really. I mean, like, here's my two things. Like, if it really, really hurts somebody that bad, like, if somebody recently died or whatever in the family, then that's one of those things where you should probably just kind of not say jokes about. But then there's, like, the jokes where it's like, you know, like, if fucking Steve Irwin, you know, like, when he died or whatever. I watched the episode of South Park where he shows up to, like, Satan's party or whatever, and then somebody's like, hey, Satan, somebody showed up with, like, a Steve Irwin outfit, and it's kind of offending most of our guests. You should probably go talk to him. And it turned out to be the actual Steve Irwin or whatever. That was pretty funny. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything back there at all, so we're just going to go ahead and continue on. Like, trying to make just, like, you can almost even dare to say rude, edgy jokes, and that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much my style of humor, I guess. It's just trying to be fucking edgy, apparently. Like, when I think, like, one of my most, well, somebody, I remember, like, a long time ago, they said when they watched my Ninja Gaiden 1, I don't remember exactly who it was, but they talked about this joke that I made, which was, I said that I was white and the essence of all evil, and I guess they just thought that was probably, like, one of the funniest things of the Let's Play, apparently. And it's just like, well, yeah, because I'm just trying to be that guy who's just that asshole, you know, who just wants to say stupid things on the internet, and it's practically true nowadays, it feels like. It's like, I'm white, and apparently I'm just the essence of all evil. I'm a white man. So what? So fucking what? It's also funny when, like, people have, like, specific trigger words and shit like that. It's like, are you kidding me? Okay, that's enough of those. Let's try to use something else. Let's try to use the lunar staff, because I don't think I've used the lunar staff yet. No. I'll take that back. Yes, I did. But just for the sake of just using it, why not? It's gonna get pretty bad, isn't it? Well, again, like I said, you know, fortunately enough, it's technically. Oh, great! Now it's fucking hailing. I think it's Van Halen. Son of a bitch. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this chest real quick. Open up, faggot. All right, there we go. And we got gains of spiritual life. We need some more of those, actually, because I did waste, like, what, 2 last time? The idea here is you need to run, wall run on this, run on the pipe, and there you go. I'm kind of worried that you guys probably can't hear me. Because, like, my microphone, I have the gain kind of low. So, like, it's low enough to where I'm trying to make it to where my computer doesn't pick up as much. And also, freaking, any, like, outside noises don't become bothersome as much either. So I'm trying my best here, folks, but just bear with me on this one. You know, it's funny. Like I've been playing Resident Evil 4 so much that I'm kind of used to like those stupid ass crossbow guys, and I just expect like them to. Like, I expect these guys, these bowmen, to just miss like almost every shot. But unfortunately, they don't, and that's a problem. They're ninjas. Well, it's to be assumed, I guess they are ninjas. I mean, what else can they be? They don't really look like samurais to me, because like samurais are basically what, just practically the army of like feudal Japan or what? I don't know any like this bullshit research. I don't do my research on anything. I'm just a basic YouTuber. I'm just a YouTuber. Do you think I actually do any research whatsoever on the internet and actually tell you guys, you know, facts or any like actual legit real information that even seems plausible in the first place? I didn't think so. Alright, let's go ahead and use something different. You can actually switch to the menus like this, but I always just go ahead and hit the preferred button. I think it's like with Nempo and the bow, you have to hit one of the two directional buttons, which is down and up. You have to select those via, you know, like the actual weapon selection screen. It's kind of strange, to be honest. I could go down there and get some things cleared up that way, just to see if there's any items, but fuck it. We'll just go ahead and go on. I mean, yeah, there always could be like a spiritual life or whatever it's called, the life of 1,000 gods. I mean, that's right here. So I always do that. Like, I always have this weird thing where it's like if I get like a really good item up here, more than likely the items I get down there, if I go and explore, probably isn't that good in the first place. So it's like, let's just continue on. Well, anyway, I think these are called the Falcon's Talons, or is that a different weapon I'm thinking of? These are a little bit harder to use than the Ninja Sword and the Lunar Staff because the combos are... The weapon's more slow and more aggressive, as with like the other weapons, and this one actually feels like you're cutting through enemies, which is nice. It's beautiful. Only problem is, honestly, the UT I just think it's kind of lame, but that's just me. That's just my own personal opinion. Thing is, getting the combos to actually start, like this is square triangle. That's all square triangle does. This is square triangle, and you have to really just like kind of mash the buttons sort of to get like any specific combos to come out, or pretty much you just have to be a legit skilled martial artist to figure out any of these fucking combos in the first place. Let's see here. I can get the Dragon Sword fully upgraded, or I can upgrade the Lunar Staff and show that off. Let's get the Lunar Staff upgrade. I'm definitely going to get the Dragon Sword upgraded to the fullest in this playthrough. I just want to show off what the Lunar Staff would look like if I actually did, have the full version of it. That's 2,100. I do have plenty of money for it. I just don't want to... We might have to buy it. Basically, if you guys ever played Devil May Cry, you know how there's gold orbs in the game, and you can only have... No, you can have as many as you want. Like, I mean, the original game had it to where they were basically just continues. Well, in this sense, if you die, you get revived pretty much. So that's practically how that works. I think these you have to actually aim for. Again, I really apologize for like all the sounds, but apparently that's just how it's going to be today, I guess, folks. So we're just going to deal with the storm and just suck it up, I guess, because it's going to be the entire fucking video. Watch, I bet you anything, like after I actually get done doing this, that's when it's going to decide to stop. Oh, good God. Why does it have to fucking hail now? Like, seriously? Can I just not record today, apparently? Like, it sounds like it's really, really, really picking up really heavily, and everybody's just freaking out, and it's funny. Hopefully it's not too bad, exactly, because, like, this is starting to get kind of ridiculous right now. I would look outside to see what's going on, but right now I'm trying to wait for a damn cutscene so I can actually take a peek. Alright, let's see here. Everything's just making too much damn noise. I think it's best if I probably just pause. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Well, it got pretty damn heavy, pretty damn quick, so I had to pause the recording real quick, and that's about it. It got to the point where it was practically, I'd say, a little too loud. And of course, the fucking retarded-ass cat was like, flipping shit, and that would have just pissed me off even more, because he's a big fucking pussy. And basically... Everything's good now, I guess. So it was just hail, that's all it really was. Alright, anyway, back on fucking track here. I mean, there's still gonna be like some rain and like some lightning and some storming. But other than that, it'd be alright. Why is it like every damn time this happens? Like, I try to get something done for the day, and then all of a sudden, everything just goes to complete shit. Alright, let's see here. You know, recently I thought about actually streaming some stuff, but I don't exactly know what I want to stream. That's the only problem right now at hand is like, what can I even do? I mean, I just feel like there's really nothing that I want to do. I mean, I do see like a lot of people streaming, you know, nowadays and such, and hell, like I even started following Sarah from 17 on Twitch, and it's funny, like whenever you click on the follow button, it's kind of like the whole subscriber thing or donating thing, like when you see other people on Twitch do, and it's like, you know, they actually say your name, and I was like, oh shit, because I was on the wrong account. I was like, oh crap, I didn't realize. Well, I figured I was, but I was on like Super D-Pad's account, and I was like, probably shouldn't subscribe to somebody on, or follow somebody on this one. And at first I kind of felt like maybe it was a subscription thing going on, but no, it wasn't. It was just a follow thing. That's all it was. I need to heal up and quick. All right. Let's go ahead and just beat these guys down. If you're wondering what the whole point of the shurikens even is, it's just to build combo. And I think there's actually a trophy in this game where you have to get like 100 hits or 200 hits or some shit like that. And I've always tried to do it, but never been successful because to me, it just feels ridiculously hard. You know, it's funny, like right now I'm trying to do like UTs, but I'm getting my ass whooped because, well, you know, freaking I got these damn dogs that just do not seem to want to let go. Alright, let's just go ahead and take these guys out real quick. First thing, need to get that health. And watch all. And wipe his ass out. This part's a little bit more difficult than the other parts because we have dogs and like ninjas to fight at the same time, which I think we actually have done already. It's just now it just seems to be more prominent that these guys are bigger, better douchebags, it feels like. These fucking dogs, like, okay, dogs in just video games, like Resident Evil does the same damn thing, like Resident Evil 1. And like, the thing is, like with Chris, it's like he has no inventory space whatsoever. So it's like I can't always just carry herbs with me everywhere I fucking go. And I have to go back and put, you know, specific key items back in the same spot I found them because I don't know what to, I need health or, you know, I need ammo at that time. And that pisses me off, like, especially when the dogs just like just break into the fucking glass and then it's, you know, they tag team on you and they grapple you and you gotta shake them off and it's just like, oh, you guys suck, asshole. Alright, this next part that's coming up is gonna be a little bit more slightly trickier because now we have to deal with both bowmen and just practically ninjas. I'm just gonna call them bowmen just for the sake of just calling them that. No, not bowmen from Black Ops, which actually, you know, it's funny, like Black Ops honestly was quite nostalgic, even though it was like 2010. I remember Rich from ReviewTech was talking about like people saying like 2009 was a nostalgic year for them, and like even to me it was a nostalgic year because that's when Uncharted 2 came out, and just it's funny how nostalgia works in this day and age. Like, you know, some people take it a little bit too far, but then there's people like a few years back, you know, it still seems like it's nostalgic to me. Well, anyway, folks, that's going to be the end of this episode. Sorry, it kind of ran into like a bad run, but every episode has its own problems. So hopefully this will be the only episode with problems, and now I have to go edit this whole footage and figure all this shit out. And I will see you all next time. We'll play some more Ninja Gaiden 2's, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. And as always, take care, everybody.